We have peaks and valleys, right? In our life, not everything is like always a progress. And people might not see this, but 2023 for me was a valley, not a peak. 2023 is probably one of the worst years of my life. And I think it's because like in the beginning of when I started my agency, I went through that whole ego period where everybody's like, oh, everything's all good. And then like it crashed because of my ego. And I had to like learn to calm down and like check my ego a little bit. I got kind of lost in myself. Sometimes we learn a lesson in our life. We know what we did wrong. And then we get into it again and we get sucked right back into it. And we don't even realize that we're making the same mistake. And that's kind of what happened to me in 2023. So I just want you guys to know that even as much as I try to be authentic and try to show up completely as myself and all of that, it's really hard to see from outsider point of view what people are really going through. I do the same thing. I look at Instagram and YouTube. I'm like, oh, all these people are killing it and they're all successful except me. And then I grow resentment. I'm like, I suck. And then you go through these ups and downs. But that's just not true, right? 2023 was like one of the most underwhelming years of my life. And nobody looking from the outside would see that. I also want to talk about some things that I'm proud of. Last year, I made a promise to myself, I'm going to show up on Sunday service every year. I mean, every Sunday, no matter what. And I did the same thing with podcasts. Sometimes like in these evening Sunday service, like literally 10 people will show up. There were times when I do this like weekly group meeting, the Friday group meetings or something where literally 2 people show up, right? But I made a promise to myself that I'm going to do these, and I locked it in my calendar, and I show up no matter what. Even if there's one person there, I'll show up, right? And I stuck to that promise. I've never missed Sunday service, and I never missed a podcast episode. And I'm proud of that. If I look at the best things that happened in 2023, the most important lessons I learned, it came from just those moments that were completely unexpected because I showed up. So that is something that I'm proud of. In 2024, one of the things I want to do is to make sure that slow down, just making a difference for one person or just helping. Like it's okay, like if a lot of people are not doing the assignments or something like that. And I need to focus more on not what people say, but like what happens. In the last 3 or 4 weeks, I feel like more people have been showing up doing the mystery sandwiches, and like unexpected things happen. And it's usually like a reflection of what I did. When people show up and do the work, or when progress is being made, it's usually a reaction of something that happened, not necessarily something I told them to do. Like I can't force people to do anything, right? Thank you all for being here. Like I said, you guys are my people, and that's why I felt comfortable to share this. And thank you for opening up and sharing your stories as well. Enjoy the holidays. Do a little bit of reflection on the year, and then I'll see you all next Sunday. Bye, Karina. Bye, Mike.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Laura. Bye, Sujat. Bye, Miguel.
Bye,
Steve. Bye, Linda.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.